I need to show you a video of me doing stand-up badly because you showed one last time. And 3,
I tried to, but I was just so talented.
I know, yeah, you tried to.
Just like intangible red flag territory. Like he's not saying anything
Oh,
specific,
interesting.
But like just as he's talking, you're like, do not be in a room alone with this man.
Yeah, 100%.
So we can all love each other. No.
All right, great. Okay, great. This is great. What about him is an intangible red flag? Is it a way he appears, way he talks, hand gestures?
Do you know what the word intangible means?
All right, I'm gonna go have a piss. Ashley, you're in charge.
I'm in charge. Bitches.
I went down on a juicy boozy, and
gotta fart, and this chair's gonna make it reverberate. Hey, wait! Hey!
Oh no! Everybody else, hey! What's going on? I'm just waiting for music. I thought you were getting music. Oh, I thought you were just getting music.
How my penis gets born.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Here's a shed.
The ice cream cones came with a little metal packet that is just full of sugar. It's just full of sugar to be poured into the cones.
What has the Japanese not gotten a hold of, perfected, and then when everyone was like, "You did it," they went, "And now we'll begin." And you're like, No, you fixed it. It was fixed. Do not break it. They're like, no, we gotta break this.
I still have some more questions.
Go ahead.
John Hastings is on America's Got Talent for 5 minutes, and now he's got houses in LA and London.
That's right.
Yeah.
You kept a house in London?
Yeah, I've kept a house in London.
Update: not sugar.
There's no fluid tasting enough to warrant sucking it out of him. No, but it was. Did he do it when he was then in the band when they were the 4 Bee Gees that brief time before then his heart exploded?
Wow.
I'm not saying anything that didn't happen. That is what happened to him.
I'm a predator.
And it was going awesome. And we even started having drinks at a bar, and we each had girlfriends with us, whatever. We're having a great time until I got comfortable enough to go, hey, we share a birthday,
As someone who's been eternally single.
Go ahead. Is it your fault? Yes. No, sorry.
Stop tweeting after your dates, Ashley. Stop tweeting after your dates.
Oh, bad news, Paul. You're getting a Batman bed.
This is not bad news. I am so pleased.
Support them.
But you know what's more important than helping people's mental health?
Fuck you, John.
I'm just saying. Tom, you're a comedy fan.
Here's what happened. So I came up after she finished a couple times.
How did you
I'm not one's not enough.
What a
you go for 2. That's how you start it out.
Smoother crunchy.
And then oh Jesus, boom. And so so when I emerged, I went to kiss her and she just grabbed my face and she sucked it all out of my beard.
So hurtful.
That's a literary reference. Oh no, I gotta.
Hey, you can't tie me out now. I'm the only one here. Books, pages. Right. Verb, noun, adjective. Nice. Someone get me that.
I'm very prone to bullying.
No, you're talking about Andy Gibb.
I am talking about Andy Gibb. Pardon me.
Get your Gibbs straight if you want to come at me, bro.
Sorry.
Those nice bearded men and their Aryan friends seem like they're doing very different shows.
Marylane's got pink eye. She touched her in a hole.
I tried to. It crawled away too quickly.
It's difficult with tea. Sometimes you try and tune it and you get Assam.
I'm officially declaring it. Jordan is the governor general of the stream.
God damn it, guys. I took a Ritalin today. I can only focus on one thing at a time.
Chris, John, and Irish Ashley combine to make the ultimate team, better than any wet dream. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream. John's the CEO and Boomer Ashley's the real leader. Chris brings the vibes and juices as our enjoyment increases. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream.
Oh my God, am I muted?
You're not muted. You did it, John.
Hey, we did it. We did it. You know what? I want to start off strong and just say welcome to all the audio podcast listeners out there in podcast land. I have not forgotten you, even though my shoddy Canadian Wi-Fi made for the starting screen on Twitch to be spotty. Chris Betts.
The podcast listeners don't even get that, so
yeah, they don't, and they would be totally unaffected.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Yeah. Because you know what? They didn't even. I fixed a problem for them. They didn't even realize. I know you're all wondering. You're wondering, hey, where's Chris today? Chris and I were doing some brief.
he was supposed to be here.
Pre-show admin, and he said, "I'm going to rest for 10 minutes." And I could hear the way he said 10 minutes. I went, "Oh, he shall be late." Like it's one of those. Yeah. I'm not even going to tell him to set an alarm because he's a adult man, and also around these parts, we value naps. Naps are important.
Oh, naps are so important.
Let me ask you this. Here's the weird thing: when I'm napping and I have to pee or poo, no problem getting out of bed to pee or poo. If I'm dead asleep,
there he is.
Oh, did you just wake up?
Sleepy little head.
Do you need it?
Very tired.
Do you want to have a second, buddy? You don't need to rush in. We were going to do a whole riff on the fact you were late and talk about napping.
Yeah.
Oh, I want.
What? I don't know what happened there.
Oh, I took myself off so I could hear the riff about napping.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, sorry. I was just like, what the hell? I didn't understand. Oh, you want to go off to hear the nap riff?
No, I'm here now. All is well. Riff on me.
Okay. Here's the thing. So when you're like awake from like a deep sleep in the morning, and let's say you need to be up at 7, you wake up at 6 and you have to pee. I just spend that next hour in debilitating penis pain, and then at 7 get up and go, I better pee now. But if I'm napping, the second I have to pee, I'm out of bed, you pee back in for a nap.
I think for me, that situation of needing, well, I end up having to pee at like 5 in the morning, and I get up and I go pee, and I will get back into bed, but then I will get back into bed and I will go into the deepest sleep, and I will always sleep through my alarm and I won't wake up. And it's so infuriating. It's like when you go back to sleep after a night of sleep. You just
that's the greatest elixir of all, by the way. Is
you
going
also
to
end
sleep
up with
after
all
a
the
night of
fucked up
sleep.
dreams, though.
I mean,
that's when your mind goes insane.
Well, you know, noted masturbator Louis C.K. had one of the great bits about when you sleep too long and your brain just like, oh, you want to see some shit? Like that's the one where I'm just like that's one of those jokes where I'm like, you had to jack off in front of those people. You had to be a forceful, toxic presence, and we can't be like, what a good old man. You know what I mean? Like, you're just like, what the fuck?
He has so many definitive bits on so many topics that it's infuriating because people are like this thing, and I'm like I nailed this, and if I bring it up, then I got to do a bunch of fucking explaining first. I can't just get into it. It sucks.
I feel like medical science, when it comes to all of the innovations the Nazis brought to medicine, where it's sort of like, how did we figure out how to cure hypothermia? How did you figure out how to shut the fuck up with all your questions? How about that, bud? It's weird. We weren't sure exactly how to do a cesarean section before 1939. By 1945, we'd had it sorted out. I'll tell you something else to get sorted out.
Sure hope they figured it out in a dream.
Bit of that. That's a bit too much of that coming in from you. All right? A little too much of that.
The craziest thing happened. I had a dream, and a pregnant woman's belly opened, and a butterfly flew out. Is that how you did it?
I have a question. I have a question for all of you guys. What innovate? Okay, you have to make a choice. You have to stop using any technology that was invented or innovated by the Nazis. Where do you start being like, shit?
Hugo Boss, love them shoes.
You do like a nice brogue.
I don't know if I know all of the things that have been invented by the Nazis, but
all right, well, let's put it up on the screen.
Oh, you don't? I gotta tell you, get ready to really feel bad about microwave technology. First and foremost, microwaves. Hello.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of anesthesiology was done by them. So like a lot of surgeries wouldn't have been possible. The moon landing, couldn't have done that. That was all Nazis.
If you hang on, my name is Ruin is taking this in a weird direction, which is if you want to jizz on something new, do a wank at a botanical garden and jizz there like a normal person. Geez, how difficult could it be?
What?
I don't get it.
When did we start talking about jizzing on things?
I feel like
I mean, I know that we do that, but we didn't. I didn't.
Streams.
My name is Ruin. If he's watching 2 streams,
I
then
didn't realize we'd gotten there yet.
who ruined my bit? Who took my bit? That's my bit. I'm the gardener. I'm the one who gardens.
Fair question. They didn't microwave people, did they? By the way, welcome to the podcast, everybody, podcast listeners. How are you?
Already did it.
No.
Did it right off the top.
Stupid
we
nap.
already did it.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Maybe you should get up a little bit earlier in the morning, my friend. Oh, that felt good. I've never been able to literally say that to someone. Go ahead, Ashley. I want you to.
I want to draw attention to one little thing that has happened since Chris came in, which is apparently he's been hat fishing a lot of people this entire time.
Oh, yeah. I've always got a hat on. Yeah.
You've always got a hat on.
I've always got a hat on.
So when you came in without a hat,
yeah, I'm not ashamed of my head. I've just been wearing hats since I was kids. I can. If you feel like this is more honest, I can do this for today. I don't mind. I just. I don't like.
I don't like this at all. I like it because I like a nice hat. What are you doing?
Here, I'll meet you halfway. How about this?
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. Wait, do you have a nice visor? That's what I would like. A nice
I
tennis
thought that's
visor.
where I thought that was going as well.
I don't. Oh, do I have any?
Halfway between a head and a hat is a tennis visor, right?
Yeah.
I just thought in terms of like on-stream vibe, you know, if I take the hat off and the shades come on. Here we go. Let's fucking do this.
People are always surprised by how good I look in hats.
I'm not. I could see that. Do you do the ponytail through the back of it?
No, I don't do that.
No, you should. It is.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, is that a thing?
Oh, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Why is that a thing?
It's I think that might be a weirdly Canadian thing.
I think so too.
Wait, let me get a hat. I'm gonna.
I mean, where is she going right
there we
now?
Go.
It's so I just the
she
idea
went to get a hat.
So,
it won't work with her two Pippi Longstockings, but
big question.
Not yet. Still waiting on it. But I have gotten 9 emails from them thanking me for buying the hat. So, you know, progress.
They gotta get
Hey, Tim Reedy, what's up?
They gotta get that money somehow.
Yeah, they really want me to buy a full body like Tron LED suit. I guess people that dabble in LED go full on like real quick. It's like when some white people start smoking weed and suddenly all of their clothes are hemp.
Easy. Watch out, all right? I took my mom to a legal dispensary right here. Oh, what is up, Ashley? My God,
damn.
Yeah.
Our intrepid undercover reporter.
This is I disagree entirely. You know,
this is
you're
my
like
only hat.
you look like the first female coach of the football team in Alabama. You know what I mean? And this is the look you walk into the locker room after all the players are disrespecting you, and they're like playing hip hop, and you knock the boom box over. And you're just
I have a clipboard. I have like a lanyard with a pen hanging out of it and a clipboard. Yeah.
And a revolutionary new offense that no coach was brave enough to try.
Yes, exactly right. And you take that clipboard and you throw it at a disrespectful assistant coach, a wide-backed gentleman. Yeah. Coming in from Tim Reedy,
this is my cap.
It's funny because it's bigger than a normal hat.
I can do a beanie as well. I have a beanie.
Oh yeah, I bet you look like a bee girl in a beanie.
Like what girl?
Like a breakdancing girl. Like you do that thing where you sort of step forward and then back and then forward and then back and your arms go in and out like this before you do anything for about 5 minutes.
Like Alison Stoner?
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Stoner. Did you just make up a woman's name?
No, Alison Stoner. She's a dancer. She was that little kid dancer in the Missy Elliott videos.
Oh yes,
She's like
exactly
an adult
that.
now.
Yeah, 100%. I hope she's an adult now.
Yeah.
Imagine if
I think she's my age.
imagine if appearing in Missy Elliott videos stunted your growth. That was it.
I'll say it before and I'll say it again.
That's a wrap.
Dylan,
your mom's in the
comedian-
back. I can see your mom.
She certainly is. My mom's right there. She's now going out to, I assume, yell at some animals. There, she's waving. There, she's saying hi, everybody. Oh no! A toque. You're gonna wear a toque.
You look like
We
you
represent
now
the
you look like a
Lollipop
little sister
Guild,
that came along for the heist.
Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild. We represent the Lollipop Guild.
Hey,
Oh,
it's warm. I can't.
It
hear
looks like
through
Danny
the hat.
Ocean's mom said, "Bring your sister."
mhm.
Don't.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like you're a soot covered chimney sweep in Mary Poppins. Oh, please, sir, I need some money for my mummy. She's a poor Irish immigrant who had her knees caved in by an Englishman.
That's my keep my ears warm hat.
Oh my
I'm
God!
very prone to ear infections. Okay.
I find ear infection as a thing that people are we all very prone to ear infections?
No.
I was
Some of us have
particularly
robust
prone to
ears,
them.
like an adult.
I don't think I've ever
I've-
had an ear infection outside of being a child, and I stopped getting ear. Let's see, my mom is right here. Let's confirm. I stopped getting ear infections because you stopped letting me swim in the Ottawa River. And she just nodded and went, "Yep, that's what happened." Second thing, you can speak. It's fine. And she stopped giving me bottles. I was 15 years old.
I've had ear infections up until like the past couple of years. I haven't had one for a little while, but I used to get them all the time. And I used to get ear infections and abscesses a lot. And I've ruptured I have ruptured my eardrums. I have ruptured both of my eardrums a couple of times from that.
Damn.
To the point where it's actually a miracle I'm not deaf.
Wow.
I should mention I have a real thing with my ears, and what's that word you just said that made
An
all
abscess? Okay, let me tell you this story. I got an abscess in this ear. I got an abscess in this ear. In my right ear for podcast listeners.
Sorry to interrupt, Steve Mooney. Just saying what we're all
Thank
thinking.
you.
How are you still alive?
Yeah, I was literally
Modern medicine. It's a really, really good thing.
You
Actually,
hear that,
I'm gonna
anti-vaxxers,
say
you
it.
sons of bitches?
Yeah,
Think
Ashley,
better
why
than
are
Ashley
you
Mann?
not the face of the vaccine? You should be on every billboard. Would you like to know why science works? I would be dead.
Yeah.
I didn't
exactly.
Please, for the name, in the name of God, explain to. I don't want to know what an ear abscess is because now I just get to think I have that forever. But what is it?
What if Nazi scientists are the only reason we have Ashley? Is that?
Oh. Bring up the list. Bring up the list of medical things. Bring up the list of medical things. Bring up the list of medical things.
Possible, especially given that the Nazis did a lot of work on like radiation and stuff. So there's a good chance that they did discover a lot to do with thyroid illness. So okay, so
Someone
John,
clip that,
while
please.
Chris is bringing that up,
I want you all.
while
Oh my
Chris is
God.
bringing that up, an abscess is questing time is rating. Just in time.
Oh, questing
You know what?
time. Ray
Steve Mooney,
video.
This is not the first time.
We're trying so Welcome to the Untitled stream with John and Chris and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
What you guys couldn't see was Ashley laughing at Chris and I legit dancing to the radio.
Yeah, they
And it
were
was
dancing
so
so
goddamn
hard.
adorable.
It was so
What's even better
cute.
is I got photographs now of the raid video.
Official photographer of the stream.
Yeah, exactly. You
I
know, we
want-
wonder how Ashley is alive, and we wonder how I'm not just trolling the highways of North America, murdering sex workers. You know what I mean? The level of praise I get from this family, yet obviously.
Can I just so I'm looking up Nazi inspired medical advancements. Welcome, Raiders.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out if Nazi scientists are the reason Ashley's still alive.
Yeah,
You know, because it's a Monday.
And so when you Google something like that, sometimes
There's
you
a
get
mom's
websites that
cameo
say,
count.
sometimes that's so good. Sometimes you get things like list versus page top 10 things
That's
the
good
Nazis
work.
got right. God damn it, internet. God
Oh,
damn it.
Great. Isn't
I
that
mean,
the rule? Like, it's one of the
if num-
laws
yeah, I'm
of
gonna
the
say
internet,
this.
isn't it? That
It's a fifth. Sorry, Ashley.
I was gonna just say there's some rule. I don't know if it's the internet or if it's things in general. If a conversation on the internet goes on long enough, it will always come back to the Holocaust.
Yeah.
It's something like on average, within 5 comments on anything on the internet,
Mhm.
someone mentions or threatens the Holocaust. Like
Yeah,
it's something
Nazis are the
insane.
Kevin Bacon of the internet.
Twitch.tv. Oh my God, we already have that. Godwin's Law.
Godwin's Law. Yes,
Godwin's Law.
thank you.
That's
That's
it.
what
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you.
I knew it was a law.
Poor old Godwin.
Yeah.
That's probably not what you want to be named after.
Yeah, it's a
I've
real
named after
shame. I got to tell you, because Phineas Ignatius Godwin, actually, he was just a pig farmer. Him and his cousin Henry, I believe it was Henry Oscar Godwin, later ended up working for a company in Stamford, Connecticut. And actually, Phineas, who created Godwin's Law, he broke his neck in something called a doomsday device that was developed by 2 gentlemen from Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It happened at the Fully Loaded pay-per-view in 1999 because I'm referencing 2 wrestlers from the Attitude Era.
Did that get Chris? Because I knew that was shit the whole time.
No. I was just yes-anding so that I thought Ashley might
Okay.
be fooled. I couldn't see your face because I'm scrolling through Nazi inventions.
No, I didn't actually. From the minute John started talking, I knew it was bullshit this time. So, have you got this list, or are you still scrolling?
It's hard because people are really focusing on like mechanical inventions.
Right,
But
okay.
like, so were you ever addicted and then to heroin and then weaned off it with methadone?
No.
Okay, well that's one off the list. But they did do that. Methadone is theirs.
Oh.
This is what I was really going for. Is I knew some of the old Wrestler Review converts would definitely be like.
Yeah. Do you think we've
'Cause
lost every raider already, or
We must have, yes.
No,
if you haven't,
absolutely
please refresh the page because then everything will sync up and you'll count as our viewers. That's helpful. But we love you.
Yeah.
Welcome, Raiders.
Big thing is, was your life saved by Fanta? Coming
No,
from
in fact,
Multi-Free?
my life has been threatened by Fanta. I'm very allergic to Fanta. It's
You're on the right
really,
side of
really
history
bad.
again, Ashley. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, haven't you really landed on your Nazi-supported feet?
I feel like this is going to have to go into the shortcuts. Ashley is
I
alive
think
because
yes.
of the Nazis.
Yeah. Ashley directly benefited from Nazi Germany.
I would like it clarified. Nazi scientists, also known as some of the worst Nazis. Let's be clear. It wasn't like you weren't saved by like a Nazi paper pusher. Like someone was like, yeah, Heil, whatever the hell. Like we're talking, they were committed. They were like the Apple geniuses that get the Apple logo tattooed on them. Truly,
Yeah.
by the way, you should have your virginity. You should be beaten with your virginity if you get an Apple logo tattooed on you while you. I don't know. I just
was
hate
really
it so
curious.
much.
As soon as you
No,
dropped virginity, I was really
that
curious
didn't
where
make
that
any
was
sense
going.
at all.
Yeah,
no.
well, yeah, some of this isn't thought out, guys. We are literally we're seeing if Nazi science helped you stay alive. Do you think that this is a pre-prepared show? We're not very slick. I
Check the
banged
notes,
my head.
John. 5 minutes in, Chris sleeps in. 15 minutes in, we decide if Nazis are responsible for Ashley.
Oh my God, I haven't
It's
been
all
checking
in the rundown. It's all
I
in the
haven't been
rundown.
checking the Discord. This is all here. It's unnecessary technical difficulties. I said a lot in front of my mom, Baldy. The views expressed, very true. The Apple logo could be a nod to Alan Turing mind.
What? Why? Did someone take a bite out of his head?
No, he broke the Enigma code, which is responsible for a lot of computer stuff.
Yeah, but in what way is the Apple logo? I understand why they would. Alan Turing was a brilliant person driven to suicide by a horrific system. But why? What's the significance of the Apple?
Oh, he committed suicide by eating a poisoned apple.
Oh
No. What is he? Fucking Snow White? Shut up,
Yeah.
Turing.
I mean, that's
Whatever.
pretty stylish.
I mean, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, and I can't believe I'm bringing that back into the conversation. But you know what I'm saying?
I think those were his last words.
Oh no.
The more you hear about Alan Turing's life, the more you're just like, this poor fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like he's just like Winston Churchill was literally like Adam and Steve. Very good. It was like Winston Churchill was basically like, if it wasn't for the code breakers, we never would have won World War II. And he was like, can I be considered a human being just because of how those people, because I'm attracted to something that you don't consider normal, even though it's clearly just a natural part of the panoply of existence in this realm. And then Winston Churchill was like, no, you're bad, go away. And he's like, that's fair, I'll move to Manchester.
Yeah, they chemically castrated the poor guy.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, because we all know we all know how many gay dudes are trying to impregnate ladies. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta check. You gotta.
I don't
check.
think Chris. No, I don't think they're doing that. That doesn't make any sense. They're not.
Let me open up a new tab. We'll do more research.
You should. Yeah. Who wants Chris's house to like I just want your computer to break and you have to show your tabs to someone. What were you looking up?
Apparently Nazis also destroyed a lot of advancements in science, so life's all about balance. John, an abscess.
Oh god damn it! I thought go ahead. Okay,
I was not moving past that.
No,
Abscess?
you were doing the right thing. I feel like that this is revenge for the time that I made you think Point Break was a real thing. I understand what you're doing.
So much revenge.
It's fair. I will go in the barrel. I will take my medicine. Let's go ahead. I may throw up.
Stop stalling.
Every now and then I'm going to check in with Nazi innovations. Ashley, did you ever have hepatitis B?
No.
Hepatitis A?
No, not that one.
All right, we'll
either.
keep looking. Back to the sepsis or whatever it is.
Abscess. An abscess is a bacterial infection that basically builds up in one place. To the point where it will eventually kind of rupture and explode.
Checking back in to see John's face. Good.
It looks excruciating.
It was the rupture is what got me.
Yeah.
Explode. We all knew it was going to explode, but rupture, because it's explode, it's over. But just a little bit of pus leaking in your ear. Go ahead,
Ashley. Can you just describe it again one more time, just real quick?
So an abscess is a buildup of a bacterial infection.
Mm-hmm.
For podcast listeners, John's face is a picture of agony right now.
Yeah.
I got to think about ears because I'm a human being that I don't want things stuck in my ears. I don't want things rupturing in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to hear this from a doctor. Oh, we've had a bit of a rupture.
Yeah, having ruptured both of my ears, you're right to feel that way. Several times, by the way. So an abscess, buildup of bacteria that will eventually kind of explode and rupture and create a lot of pain in the process.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, like excruciating pain. So I've had infections and abscesses in my ears since I was tiny.
My eyes are watering right now. My eyes are watering and my neck is sweating. My neck is sweating and my eyes are watering.
It's okay. Don't worry. I'm still here. Nazis
I know you
saved
are.
Me.
Yeah. As Baldy pointed out earlier, they created me in a lab, so they've already done their work, their dirty work with me. Go ahead, continue.
So I've had that happen quite a few times, and it has resulted in my eardrums rupturing quite a few times, to the point where doctors have looked in my ears, doctors that haven't seen me throughout my life, have looked at my ears and gone, have you literally been stabbed in the ear a few times? Because my eardrum is apparently they're so scarred and so damaged, and I don't have great hearing. If you're ever with me on a night out and it's a loud environment, I probably won't be able to hear you very well. But when I was so there's two stories about my ears to tell you. The first one is when I was 11. I think I might have mentioned this on the show before, but
These
when
are
I was
gonna be
11,
so
I had to
fucking
get my
gross.
jaw broken.
Yeah. Oh, good God in heaven! What?
Did one of
They
your-
do it.
what-
Did a doctor just wind up?
Yeah.
Hold still.
We can. Yeah. He's just like, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Hard way. Hard way. Hard. They always pick the hard way. Actually, I have a question. Did one of your ancestors stab a Jewish person on a cross in April a couple of 100 years ago?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. I feel like
Yes.
one of your ancestors like stepped on
I'm
a
being
piston of
punished for sure.
you've done nothing. Your father's father pissed in a fairy hole and went, my granddaughter sent me. It's like something happened. If a story starts with, so I was 11 and they had to break my jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is going? First, I'm going to say it right now. That's not the only way to have treated that ailment. That doctor was trying. So that doctor wanted to teach someone.
No, this is so this isn't to do with my ears. It's my jaw wasn't growing properly. So my top jaw was like, it just wasn't growing properly. And they had to it was a slow break as well. It wasn't like a one-time event. It had to happen over a year. So I had to get a brace put into the top of my gum in between my top teeth.
So
for the first month,
breaking your jaw over a year.
Yeah, that's what it was. So over the first month that I was wearing this brace, my mother had to put a little, almost like an Allen key, into my mouth. And
what are you talking about? No.
Twist.
Yeah.
She had to twist it so John's face.
An Allen key. Ashley, come here. I need to fix your head. Oh, I lost my Allen key. Oh, don't worry. Brought a new shelf from IKEA. We can just use that.
We should at least name it after you in honor of your suffering.
Yeah, it's the Ashley
It is
key
now an
from now on.
Ashley key. It's an Ashley key now.
Ashley
Are you watching IKEA?
In hell. I am in hell. This is my hell.
Hey,
because here's the other thing I hate.
You just got to listen to it.
I know your life is worse than mine, but I was having a much better life 32 minutes ago before you started in on Ashley's anecdotes of John's anxiety. Because here's the two things I hate the most is inner ear issues and internal machinery. Like the insides of clocks, the insides of machines really bum me out. So the idea that they've combined the wetness of a mouth with the cranking of an Allen key, you might as well just take a bunch of staple guns to my testicles.
I mean,
speaking of staple guns to testicles, here's a couple of Nazi innovations. Let's run it by. They discovered the link between asbestos and lung cancer. And Ashley, you grew up in a time where they'd removed all the asbestos, and I feel like that definitely would have killed you as a child, judging by everything.
Yes.
They removed one obstacle.
For sure.
They also promoted breast self-examination to detect early stages of breast cancer. So every time a woman, every time you see a poster for how to do
mask.
There you go. That's Nazis. That's Nazis. You're promoting
so now
Nazi.
I'm going to think about Nazis when I do my ass mask.
Well, Ashley, if it makes you feel any better, I'm taking mushrooms in 3 days. And guess what I definitely will be thinking about during part of that, which is someone putting an Allen key in my mouth and twisting it.
So she had to put it in and twist it, which would push my jaw out and like kind of break it, essentially. So for the first month that I had this brace in, I had to get that done. And the first week was excruciating. But the second night that she did it, my entire skull just cracked.
What are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? Your
my skull cracked.
I'm just looking at it. I'll have you know I'm looking out at the backyard now. I want everyone. I'm gonna. I want to throw up. I want to throw up in my own asshole. What are you talking about? Your mom cracked.
Yeah. So cracked.
I'm going back to
But
bed.
what happened,
This is fucked.
Yeah.
What happened when she did that was my ear canals opened up a bit.
Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit. Your fucking skull is cracked, and so there's gonna be
But
some byproducts.
I stopped getting as many, I still got some, but I stopped getting as many infections after that. It turns out that they were too narrow for the first 11 years of my life, and that was why I was getting so many infections.
Wow.
Okay, that's the first story.
That's the first story.
Yes, John. The second one's, you're gonna hate the second one.
Oh yes, no. I'm gonna say this right now. Your mom should have just. You know what? I do want to become famous and buy followers.
I should have been
No,
shot.
your mother should have been shot. Here's rule 1 as a parent: you are not under any circumstances allowed to break your daughter's skull. That is a rule.
My mother was actually furious about that because the orthodontist did not tell her that would happen. So she just put the key in and did it.
Yeah.
And my head cracked and I screamed and my mother screamed. And she absolutely ate the orthodontist for that. But
you guys should be multi-millionaires now.
But the orthodontist came back to her and he said, if I told you that was what was going to happen, would you have been able to do that?
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking second. Wait a goddamn fucking second. Everyone fucking
shut up. What a dangerous
up.
game to play.
Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The cracking of the skull was not the accident. That was the intention?
That was the intention. This was my jaw being broken. This was.
I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say
my face would be a totally different shape if this hadn't happened. My cheekbones here, they weren't growing out forward enough, so they had to break it so that it would push it out. And before I had this done, my bottom jaw was protruding, and I could bring my bottom teeth out far enough to fit 3 fingers that way.
Oh,
that's how far out. That is how far out I could bring my bottom jaw.
Oh my god!
Cool. What a fun party trick, am I right? Well, you must have been with a protruding jaw like that. No wonder you were able to cover a full windshield with vomit. You have like a perfectly designed
that was like
flashback.
7 years later.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, that was why I had to get that done. Was my top jaw wasn't growing properly. They had to break it and push it out. So the second story was when I was 18. It was the week.
Ashley, do you have a PayPal? I feel like someone please put up Ashley's coffee. Someone just give Ashley $5. My God.
I won't turn that down. I'm sending off to so many university bursaries at the moment because I couldn't get a loan.
Your orthodontist should be paying for everything in your life right now.
Yeah, I feel like I should get some money from this orthodontist because I now know that that's a thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like yesterday, I didn't know that was a thing.
Baldy has coined the term cashly register because of how far out my jaw would come out.
I love all of your different like your fun side characters. I mean, like we have the classic, the original Ashley Manning, and then when you're hitting this, you know what? Your smashly bangings in the sheets, but your cashly register on the streets. Now, please tell your other story so I can sweat more for no reason and then sit outside and stare in the middle distance. You horrible woman.
The week I was doing my leaving school exams in Ireland, I developed an ear infection in my right ear.
Okay.
That ear infection spawned an abscess.
Why wouldn't you?
That abscess ruptured my eardrum, completely broke it. But the infection from the abscess went into my jaw. Went down into my jaw and formed another abscess.
With your jaw being broken on purpose again?
No.
My God, woman.
formed another abscess inside my jaw, like in where my wisdom tooth was. Formed another abscess. And that also kind of, it didn't rupture in the same way as the ear did, but it was incredibly painful and it was really infected. So it was absolutely tasted disgusting. Yeah, it was it was horrendous. They gave me a really, really strong antibiotic for it, and I had a reaction to the antibiotic.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why the fuck wouldn't you?
The morning of my English paper 2 exam, I was unconscious. I was not coherent at all, but I somehow managed to take paracetamol and Baraka and like loads of other shit. I don't remember what else I was taking, but I took a load of shit.
You took the things comedians take for a hangover in Edinburgh for 2 abscesses in your face. Essentially, your face tried to kill you so that you wouldn't leave school.
It's never forgiven you for that jaw thing.
Yeah, it's just never forgiven me.
But let's not talk about the jaw thing.
So that was just like my whole side of my head was just in absolute agony. But I got into the exam. My poet didn't come up on the paper, and I didn't remember how to do the comparative. But you know what I did do? I fucking aced Hamlet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Like, I'll just so the poetry and the comparative, the poetry is worth 60 points, the comparative is worth 70 points, and the Shakespeare is worth 60 points. I only answered one of those 3 sections and I still got a C1, which means that I got an A1 on that Hamlet answer.
Nice.
I knew Hamlet inside out. So that was horrendous. But they're the 2 stories. They're the 2 really, really traumatic stories with my ear.
The 2 really, really traumatic stories. That's it.
Nope.
It's only 2 really, really traumatic.
Oh, there's
stories.
so many more. I can tell you.
It's only
lesser
one
ones.
of the stories involves. Here's what I assume. This is the noises I'm hearing with the jaw breaking thing. Is your mom's like, it's going to be fine, Ashley, and then the weird clinking of metal on wet flesh.
Yep.
As the Allen key finds its place, and then and here we go, and and whack-a-bam, and then death waits us all.
For me, it's the idea that like I'm trying to imagine my little boy mouth, and my mom's trying to fit enough fingers to hold and twist an Allen key into my
you're telling
tiny little mouth.
The saltiness of your mum flesh.
Yeah.
What if she lost a nail in your mouth and you'd have an acrylic nail in your mouth?
A nail.
What if she did? What if she lost
your
one of
mom
those
wear
fake
press-ons?
nails? What if she was wearing a press-on?
No.
Well, count yourself lucky, madam. Speaking of exams that we get away with, I instead of going to American literature for the 2nd semester, me and my friend Joanne would just watch Law and Orders at my house, and it was on every morning. What am I going to do? Read Nathaniel Hawthorne or find out what Jack Briscoe is going to do to this murderer? I think we all know what the answer is. Anyway,
one informs the other.
Exactly correct, Christopher. They're both morality tales, and you can't just watch one Law and Order. You have to watch many a Law and Order. I was watching many Law and Orders, and so came to the exam time. And there was 3. You had to do 2 exams based off of 2 essays based off 4 questions. Mm-hmm. One of the questions was about the importance of Moby Dick as a novel, and I railed against that absolutely overlong bag of shit. Let me tell you this about Moby Dick. You know how shoehorned every metaphor is? It's just like, yeah, fuck you, Moby Dick. And then I had no idea what the other ones were, except for one of them was, what is the importance of Eudora Welty? And all I knew about Eudora Welty is that she was on the episode of The Simpsons where the critic shows up. Coming, Eudora. And so I wrote a full essay on how she is the most significant American poet because female American poet, because only also Robert Frost has been referenced in The Simpsons. And I banged on about that for 3 paragraphs, an intro and a conclusion. And my friends, I got myself a solid B in that class. How do you like that?
Damn.
How do you? Coming, Eudora. I can't actually just unthink the jawbreaking
I'm
thing.
sorry.
It's fine. You did. You know what you did? You delivered. That's what you got, damn.
And you survived.
Yeah.
We're very impressed.
Imagine how much sadder this stream podcast would be if you just didn't have a lower jaw. And so Ashley, you like group sex. You know what I mean? Oh, Chris and I can understand you like we're Han Solo and you're Chewie. You know what I mean? And everyone's sort of like, I don't think there were enough syllables in that role. There's something about the jawbone too. The idea of breaking a jawbone, because that's one where I don't care how tough you are, you're still going, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was I honestly think that is part of what made Kanye so famous, because he had that song Through the Wire because he broke his jaw in a car accident. And then he rapped a whole song with his jaw wired shut. And he raps like about the car accident and things like that. There's lines like, thank God I wasn't too cool for the safety belt and shit like that. And that was that was a big story when it came out, because people were like, they hadn't really heard of Kanye, and Jesus Walks blew up. But then there was a picture of his name and the story of their survival and then the song about it. And people went, oh, that's Kanye. I'm going to break my jaw in front of Hastings. Says Tom Tuck.
Oh my God, Tommy. Should we haven't had Tom on in forever. Should we have Tom
definitely
on?
have Tom on.
Yeah,
Tommy
would like to join
board,
us.
baby.
I will send him a linky.
That's the thing about my jaw is always it's one of the things I kind of forget until it comes up.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot to remember, Ashley.
Yeah.
There kind of is, yeah.
Oh, actually, Chris or Ashley, can you send Tom a link just because my internet is bad and I just went to open another tab and I literally just heard this in my ear.
Yeah, you went all fuzzy. I'll send Tuck a link.
Oh, I'm literally. Here's what I want to describe my feeling after the jaw story. I feel drained of my life force. I'm very cold, sweaty, and all I can think every time I'm talking is just I can hear the click of I can feel the like scraping of the coldness of the Allen key on the top of my.
Okay? Here's a stupid story about where everyone involved but me was angry.
Love it.
I was in 11th grade English. We did Lord of the Flies because that's what everyone had to do.
Why wouldn't you?
I was at the point of school where I was like, I'm pretty sure I can do nothing and get away with it. And so I did that. I didn't read a page of the book. I just sort of sat and listened because I had a nice teacher. All my friends did all the work, especially my one friend, Teresa, who's a for real genius. And at the end, we took the test and she came up and she was like, I got 100%. How do you like them apples? I went, I got 110. I got the bonus question right. And I've never seen such a very nice person want to throw a person through a window before. You ever just get 110% on a test on a book you didn't read?
No.
Only
you should
try it.
Only you could do that, to be fair.
How did you get the extra 10%?
I got the bonus question right.
Bonus question. I never agreed. Bonus question should go towards what it should be is if you got another question wrong, that makes up for it. But once you get to 100, it's 100. There's no 110%.
Oh, there is. There is.
No,
I'm living
there
proof.
isn't. No, there isn't. There isn't. Also, you don't look like you're giving it 110%. You are a bald man wearing sunglasses. You look like you're giving it a Casio keyboard, and you may have taken some halcyons.
Buddy, and it's on like a cool. I stand while I play, and it's attached over my shoulders.
Multiple choice. And it
No. It was all long answer paragraph.
Wow.
Yeah. I just
You're such a shithead.
Yeah, I'm real
How did
dick.
you do that? Yeah.
She was so mad. It was she's she's still mad about it. It was almost 20 years ago, and she's still every now and then when we hang out and we've had a few beers, she goes, "That fucking 10%."
I do like that.
You didn't even read the book.
I do like unnecessary. It's like I have a friend who's still upset that his high school band broke up. Like he's still like, we would have made it. And I'm like, and here's the thing is like I was around in those days, and I kind of am like, they might have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were pretty fun. But also I know that they would not have.
Yeah, because it's Canada, so no one makes it.
Hey, Ashley, what's the band Aslan?
It's a An Irish trad music band.
Are they good? Like, do you like this? Okay.
They're one of those things where it's like they are good enough to have achieved the level of success that they have. But like I've seen them live, and I had to see them live for like I was studying music with that they were doing or something, and it was a school trip to go and see them. And they are good. They are good, but it's very it's learned good music, if that makes any sense.
You know what it is? It's on the stream right now. I already hate it.
Pause it. I hate this already.
Yeah.
I listened to. I've been watching. For some reason, occasionally I put on someone uploaded a bunch of the Tommy Tiernan show to YouTube, and first of all, it weirdly works. But my one thing I don't like about older Tommy Tiernan is like he does and it's really good interview style because he really gets people off their. But he'll do a rollicking funny gag and then go like we do some hard pivots on this program. So I am he will literally be like, and then I said a goosey goose goose goose. So you were raped. Like it's that level of like, whoa, Tommy.
Yeah, but he sort of pulls it off. I think I think that show is brilliant. I would adore doing that sort of thing. It's just I think it's really cool.
I have some good news for you actually. In essence, you are doing it with two goons. Yeah. We didn't plan for you to literally ruin the word jaw for the rest of my actual life. And Allen key and ear. And abscess.
My mother.
You know what I can't wait for is John to mistell that story to friends and be like,
God, yeah.
Ashley's jaw got sepsis and they needed to they broke it with an Allen key. I don't even know how that's possible.
My friend Chris was with my friend Ashley's mom and she broke his jaw with an Allen key and then they gave each other sepsis of the jaw. And you're like, what? And it's like, I wasn't really paying attention. I was too busy pushing down a panic attack. But why I bring it up is, and 100% by the way, all of it works for Tommy Tiernan's show. I completely agree with you, but it's just, it's one of those things where you watch a bunch of the episodes back and forth. Like you never get into the rhythm of it, but you also get into his rhythms of like, what you can just see is he's trying to fill the air in that same way.
He's
famously,
he's
he
very
doesn't
interested. He's sort of interested in people so much. And what I really like is it's not selling anything. You know, like most people go on a chat show to promote something or whatever, but they get these people on who aren't famous but have fascinating stories to tell, and I just think that's great.
Well, and famously, he didn't know who the guest was going to be.
No,
he never does.
He doesn't know who the guests are going to be.
Yeah, and so that's also like that explains some of the like here and there because he just has to whatever he thinks of. That's the
they
prep.
also
He's
they
just gonna
cut
do
down
it.
the interview. Hey,
hello.
Oh, they must. Yeah.
Hello.
Tuck.
You look, Thomas. You look excellent.
Positively boyish.
Yeah.
Thanks. Turns out if I grow my beard out a bit more like a child.
Yeah.
You got the loose T-shirt on as well. That's we're not used to that.
I was going to say that T-shirt looks like it has one of those flaps on the back.
I don't get it.
Man's Fest? Was this your way of telling us you're a proud boy?
Are you a man's rights activist now, Thomas?
The T-shirt from a stag do.
Oh, nice.
Yes, you are a men's rights activist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we showing T-shirts?
Oh, I already saw your T-shirt earlier in your voting picture.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a man's shirt.
I'm wearing this fun shirt that I've wanted for years, and I bought 2 of them on the internet when I was sad.
Aww.
This is a man's shirt that I stole from a lost and found, and I wear as pajama top.
Fuck yeah! There is something about
with a lost and found.
Great question.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was going to ask.
I also got a set of 6 stained glass wine glasses. They are so fancy.
Oh,
they're all pink
you
and
were here,
purpley.
Can we see one? Can we see one? Can we see one? Can we see one?
Yeah, I can go grab one. 2 seconds.
Fucking go grab. Yeah, can we start having jaw talk and get onto fun, fancy talk?
Tuck, how you been, bud?
Tuck, how much of the stream have you seen? Were you here for Ashley's David Lynch like childhood story?
Yeah, she's a real
I
Cronenberg.
came slightly late on that. Isabel was watching from the start, I believe.
Good.
I was playing Magic the Gathering online because I'm a bloody cool dude.
You know what you are, Tom? You're an adult. Yeah, much like, by the way, do you want to know what my big thrill has been recently? So marijuana is now legal in Canada, and I'm really enjoying just saying to my mom, I'm gonna go smoke weed in your backyard, because 14-year-old me would literally be like, what are you doing, bro? No. It's just the thrill. It never stops. It's, you know what I'm saying, is I don't need $1 million. I am a rich man in experience.
How am I? I'm good. I've got a job. I don't know if I talk to you about that. I think I've got Christmas.
What's your job?
Oh, I've got a theatre job. Start rehearsing in November. Doing it through December, January, and then tour.
What's the play? Is it Damn Yankees?
It's called The Play What I Wrote.
Do you play Miss Saigon?
La Miss Saigon.
Essentially Ernie Wise.
Is that Miss Saigon's real name?
Is that Miss Saigon?
Neither of you know who Morecambe and Wise are.
No.
Oh,
Wait,
I only know them as a pair.
Hang on,
it's a real Tweedledee Tweedledum thing.
Was he the Phantom?
Is he the guy that fell through the bar?
He was the guy who fell through the bar.
Yes, he fell through the bar, and then it turns out behind the desk he was wearing a dress and had lovely legs.
He used to drive like a little 3-wheeled car, and his best friend was a stuffed bear, right?
Yeah. You know England.
Yeah. Classic. Love that guy.
Let me guess. At some point, he said something.
His best mate Rupert played golf and looked like it, and then the other guy had a deer stalker.
Yeah.
Ashley, any idea? Any idea, Ashley?
Later on, he starred in Drop Dead Fred.
I also don't know.
Actually, the actual question is, do you know who Ernie Wise is?
I know who Morecambe and Wise are, yeah.
Wait, like Bert and Ernie?
Yes, very similar, actually. Weirdly, very similar. Because they also are in the same bed when they go to bed at night. It's a platonic double.
Oh, it's a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory prequel. Where later on they get married and then they have kids and grandkids, but they stay in the bed.
People in the bed.
Yeah, but they get married when during the show they're young and they live in a coal mine, and one of them learns how to dance, and eventually the community gets behind him.
That's what I want to see. Now that's a nice.
I
like this.
They are nice.
You know what that looks like? That looks like a nice glass to do a toast right before you murder all your enemies. You know what I'm saying?
Like you poison in it for sure.
Yeah, it looks great filled with blood.
Jaw blood?
Does anyone know if BuzzFeed's published an article about...
Chris, you're talking over a guest.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear him. Tom, please go.
But it seems ludicrous now. I was going to say, if that didn't have the stem, it would seem like quite an aggressive butt plug.
Diamond Geyser says that's quite the moon cup.
Yeah, it does have that ribbing.
I mean, if I'd said that like bang and everyone had got it at the same time, it wouldn't have felt as weird.
I enjoyed the weirdness.
I want this said right now. I love that it went from scold, like that we and rightfully scolded Chris, so Tom could re-say that, and it was exactly what we all needed to get this show back on track. We're heading into the second hour. We're moving away from no more job. I don't want to hear any more jaw breaking.
You're the one that keeps bringing it up, man.
It's all I can think about. It's all I'm thinking about. I just keep looking at things and thinking about it.
Have I ever told you how I broke my leg?
Oh,
here we go.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make my goddamn dreams a nightmare.
Well, I went to school in Malawi.
Oh, really? You never
And
mentioned that.
I'm not sure I have.
No, actually, I just realized you always mention Bangladesh. You've never mentioned Malawi, so now I'm a prick.
In order, it goes Sri Lanka, Denmark, Egypt, Malawi, Zimbabwe, the Philippines, and Bangladesh. But I think I've only brought up Bangladesh
Listen,
before.
we've all
That's
seen
amazing.
Animaniacs, Tom. You don't need to show off.
But in Malawi, and my mother's really annoyed about this because on my radio show I told this story, and I said Zimbabwe, and she said that happened in Malawi. So as if that doesn't like
The whole story falls apart.
It's my
mitigate
it's my
what happened
favorite.
to me.
It's my favorite story criticism when someone brings up like, actually the shoes were red, and it's like, well, it was a story about doing cocaine, so luckily you edified the most important of the details. Like, thank God you were here.
Exactly. So I was at primary school in Malawi, and there was a seesaw in the playground, and the game was basically get as many people on both ends of the seesaw. Ha ha ha! Fun game. I fell off, and 6 people came down on my leg.
Oh.
And it wasn't broken that bad. Like in the end, it wasn't broken that badly. But the teacher didn't think to do anything medical.
Yeah, man. That's what happens when you leave the West. You know
Just-
what? I've said it before and I've said it again. We're papers.
I'm sorry to
Good luck.
interrupt. We've been raided by Richard Wright.
Hey!
We must address the raid.
Hey.
Welcome, Raiders.
Hello.
John, have you got it? Have you
If you
got
like
it?
it, then you're good people.
Oh, I've got it. I can do it.
Like being dry, it's a raid. Welcome to the Untitled stream with John and Chris and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
Sorry,
I
Tom,
joined
you were
in on the
saying.
dancing this time.
It's so fun, isn't it? Isn't it a fun little treat just for
It's
us?
such a fun song.
Yeah. So the teachers didn't think that perhaps any medical attention needed to be given. They just, because I couldn't walk, they carried me back to the classroom.
I love that 80s, 90s teacher of like, you're fine.
Yeah.
But also because my leg was hurting, they cooled my leg down by putting it into the urinal, like just holding me into a urinal so I could get through the rest of the day, and then carried me back out to my parents at the end of the day.
Here's what happens. Here's what happens if I am your father, is they go, we broke your son's leg, and then we had him rub it against some dry pee, and then piss legs and piss pets. Here's what I then do. I then go, that's fair. You have 3 minutes to evacuate the school. I'm burning it down. And they would be like, what? And I would say, that is 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. Also, like, someone should have swirled the tea. Also, like, imagine, like, why does my son smell like piss? Well, his leg is broken. And you wouldn't think that that's connected, but it is. Like, I bet you.
So when I broke my arm in Bangladesh, it was also on. It was also on like playground equipment, because was it 1990? Yeah, Christmas 90, and we were staying in the Danish guest house. We just arrived in Bangladesh. And they had a little playground out the front, and I had totally figured out how to do like do a jump, like go really far, get a jump. My mum's got a camcorder, and we've got the footage of this, by the way.
We're gonna need that footage, Tom. We're gonna need that footage.
I will endeavor to get you the footage, because
Yay.
I want this to be underlined. I've been practicing this thing for ages, and I thought in my head it looked fucking amazing. like doing a really big jump. Just big. I'm eight, and a big jump for an 8-year-old.
It's big.
It's exciting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I used to think that about my karate. Never took a class, just a natural.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You yeah.
I look badass.
Of course.
Excellent. I need to see, Chris, I need to see your blocks as well as your chops. No, that's not how you do it.
What would you have done, Thomas?
Because
Thomas,
it's a
what would
tiny
you have done?
box. You can't see the whole.
Okay, so if the basic cutter is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you do the blocks 1, 2,
Of
3.
course,
I didn't know you meant the up block. I thought you meant the side block. That's my
Listen.
The
Hey,
side block that no one's ever done in karate.
Yeah,
Let me
because
say this.
It's all on angles. Everyone knows that.
I got news for you. I got news for all of you. I'll get my mom in here. She is a red belt in Taekwondo. All right. So she knows better than all of you. All right. So don't you, don't you,
I am happy for her to judge me as long as she knows I'm doing karate.
Well, she won't have to be told in advance that I'm doing karate because I'm a fucking natural. Look out. Fucking
whoa. See, I like Chris's approach to karate. Look at those chops. Look at that. He did a reverse chop. Did a reverse up chop. That's if an attacker's coming through. Like, a chop. Tom?
I'm like Rafiki.
Well, I mean, I'll try and do some lower leg.
This is more of a Rockette move.
Yeah. Are you a Rockette?
My internal theater may be blazing through.
Yeah, there was some showmanship to that high kick.
Thomas, as you know, every morning I get up and I think I need to see some glamour. And today you've let me kick that off.
Thank
God.
What I was going to say about when I broke my arm is I thought in my 8-year-old head I had perfected this jump off the only thing we had to play on in the Danish guest house in Bangladesh. And my mother came out.
The Danish Guest House in Bangladesh is a Wes Anderson film.
I was going to say, can you stop saying Danish guest house? Like that means something. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a guest house, I assume, of the Danish embassy?
No, technically not affiliated to the embassy.
Then why is it a Danish guest house? Yes. So,
I mean, it was a business, but that's what they called themselves.
Oh.
There's just something about your accent and the countries that you've been to and their colonial pasts that I assumed that it was all embassy tied.
Yeah, I assumed that it was you and Kim Philby. You were sending.
Kimmers brings up a good point. Danish guest house just sounds like slang for a brothel.
If I tell you a story about the VHC club, that's aligned to the embassy. Well, no, the High Commission, obviously, because it's British.
Obviously, who couldn't know that?
If I talk about the international club, that's not aligned to an embassy or High Commission. But as soon as Mum came out with the camera, I clearly had some performance anxiety and fucked it so hard I broke my arm. But we've got the film. We've got the film of what I thought was great, and so Mum's just filming me, being sad. She doesn't stop filming it and go, "Are you all right?"
Did she yell "World Star"?
Here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say right now. If you can get us that footage, it will be watched on our movie night mega stream. We will do a mega stream, the movie night mega stream, where we will watch that 4 hours in and rate it.
When is this movie night mega stream that you've just come up with?
It's tomorrow. You didn't know, Ashley? We're doing it tomorrow. Did you not know that? We're watching Point Break. We're watching Kumite.
No. It's the movie is called Bloodsport. You horrible man. But
we're only watching the Kumite part. I don't want to watch Frank Dukes run around Hong Kong. I just want to watch Kumite.
Judo Jean LaBelle, who is basically the guy who trained all the stuntmen you know and love, was on Bloodsport. And he said of that movie, he was like, Star Wars is more realistic to fighting than when Jean-Claude shows up or something like that. Like he's just so dismissive.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely right. And that's why it's a perfect film. I don't want to watch real fighting.
Also, fun fact about Judo Jean LaBelle. One time punched a cop so hard, the cop pooped himself. Fun fact about Judo Jean LaBelle.
Oh my God. That cop had to stop being a cop.
Of course, every day. You want to get lunch? You probably shit yourself. All right, I'll eat by myself.
I have just been sent a message from I have a gig tomorrow night.
Oh.
And I've been asked a question that I've never been asked before. I have been invited to choose my walk-on music.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Some people care about that.
Can you use the music from our raid?
Right. Oh yeah.
My beard,
what about the hype
It's
train
such a
song?
weird start to
That
the
won't
gig.
help your gig. That won't help your gig.
Tom, shut up.
What about
They
the
love-
hype train song?
They love
Ashley?
screwing me over.
We're not
Ashley, a
screwing
hype
you
train
over.
song would be perfect. We could come and do it
Do
live.
you together.
Wait a minute, Tom. Have you heard the hype train song?
Oh.
It's beautiful.
You can only do it when there's actually a hype train.
I watch
That's the
the
rule.
stream quite often. You only know I'm watching it when I comment, but I watch it quite often.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, thanks, buddy. You know what that
That's so
deserves?
nice.
It deserves a rendition of the hype train. Here we go, Chris. Come on, get ready. All right. Hey. Hi. Pause for reflection.
Got to pause for reflection.
I'd forgotten.
See,
about
I wasn't
the
able to.
pause.
I wasn't able to reflect. We're gonna have to. I wasn't able to actually reflect.
Can I
We're gonna
just,
have
can I
to do
just
it
say,
again.
like, no, does
Yes, Tom.
it need a third voice?
It does.
Yes,
we should do
it
it again.
absolutely
We should
does.
do it
We need
again.
to
We're
harmonize.
not able to reflect. You're absolutely correct. Ashley, would you like to be that third voice?
No,
Sparkle Horse is
I
amazing.
absolutely
Diamond.
would
I
not.
love Sparkle
Tom,
Horse.
Tom, it is. All right, let's get ready, everybody. All right, both headphones in. Everyone.
Me.
I'm standing up for this version.
You.
No, yes, and Ashley, I just want you to know this is for all that jaw talk in the first hour. I want you to know that right there.
But that jaw talk was meant to be retribution in the first place.
Yes, that's right. I'm a straight white man. I keep conflicts going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Haven't you seen a little thing called the war in Afghanistan? If you think that's over, it's just the
This
beginning.
is
All
why
right,
we
everybody.
This is why we let the fantastic David Hoare write all the rest of the music.
David, we're coming for you.
Yeah, that's right, David. I don't think you can compete with the mastery that is Hype Train song. All right, everybody, let's go. Thomas, would you like to start off Hype Train song? You know how to do it.
Hi.
Thank you very much for subscribing. Are they starting a hype train?
Indeed, broomstickery. Why indeed?
Basically, aren't.
Fuck's sake.
Now, pause for reflection.
Pause for reflection.
See, my mom just appeared because of Hype Train song. That's the power of Hype Train song right there.
Thank you for the bits. Thank you.
Oh
for
my
the bits.
God.
Let's get this
The
going.
bits. Yep.
Sorry, are we talking about John's mother's bits?
You know what that deserves, Thomas? The second verse of Hype Train song, and it goes a little something like this. Tom and I will handle the first part. Chris, you handle the hypes. And 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
Pause for reflection.
Of course, you have to pause for reflection.
Chris, do you have the
I
Jack
don't-
Handy book close?
I-
Could you read us a Jack Handy?
I don't have the I don't have the short form one. I only have the long
No,
form one.
no. I think it's only fair that Ashley has a right to reply.
Yes, great.
What?
Yeah, that's a great idea. After second verse, Ashley's right of reply. Ashley, what would your right of reply during Hype Train song be?
My right of reply.
I mean, you can just call us all Cam.
I was trying to think of a more creative word than that, but
Come on.
you know what? I can't really improve upon perfection. That is exactly what you are.
Thank you.
Oh,
you know
oh, 100%. We're at level 2.
Oh, fuck's sake.
The poor podcast listeners. Hype.
No. I'm really sorry to the podcast listeners.
Okay. What's weird about doing Hype Train songs is I basically have to use the area behind my eyes as some sort of echo chamber. So when I do it, it does feel like my eyes are going to shoot out of my head like a cork.
Do you know that Billy Connolly bit where he's talking about vomiting when you're drunk?
Absolutely.
And then you fart.
Something's got to give. You should be grateful it's not your eyes.
It's actually it's the main part of it. Also, can I just say this, Ashley?
Currently
I just
27%.
I just saw what you sent, and that one part is so passive aggressive. There's one part of that that's so like that.
Yeah,
you are a better person than I because the right of reply in that would be you couldn't respond to what I would do, but it would be so do you know what that means? It's time for another part of Hype Train Song.
Oh my god, did we hit another 100%? Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Did we? If we did, the next version of Hype Train Song, while I do Hype Train Song, Tom has to monologue over it dramatically.
Let's.
Oh my god, how many people have just gotten subs?
Holy shit, so many people just got subs. Oh, it's Thomas the Tank Engine.
So
That's the
many
third
people.
one.
Oh, that is Thomas the Tank Engine. Go get that.
Thomas the Tank Engine. Got it. I'm on it.
I could get it.
Okay.
Hype Train Song. Hype Train Song. Hype Train Song.
Tom monologue.
It is a Hype Train
Tom
Song.
does a monologue now.
Hype
Tom,
Train.
do your monologue.
It's
It's Tom's monologue time. Go, Tom.
Hype Train Song. Hype
Tom, you're muted. Tom, unmute yourself before you monologue.
Ashley's so mad. You can't see how
Hype
angry
Train
she is.
Song.
The Hype Train Song.
Oh my god.
He hates the Hype Train Song. But you donated all this money, so you get the Hype Train Song. This is so long.
I like. Hang on.
Hype Train Song. Hype Train Song. Hype Train Song. Train Song.
You guys couldn't. I could only see Tom monologue. I couldn't hear him, and it was glorious because it was so bleak looking. Tom, what were you monologuing about during the Hype Train monologue portion?
I didn't know that that was going to happen. So it went essentially. I wish you would be quieter whilst I monologued. They won't be quiet. So I'll just have to keep speaking whilst they continue to. It was essentially. I could try. I could try and look up a monologue that I know slightly.
Yes.
And give you that.
I love that. I love a good monologue.
Morph 100 says, "Can you put Ashley's face on Thomas's?" And I'm 100% for that. I'm absolutely for that.
David Hoare, you're just upset someone else is.
Shut your whole mouth.
Thank you, Thomas.
So jealous, David. Ooh,
I
green is not a good
actually
color
would-
on you.
While we're waiting on the monologue, I actually would like David Hoare's opinion on what my walk-on music should be tomorrow night.
Oh my good God! I think it
Thank
should
you
be
so
a
much
little
for the
song.
description, Pink Hexagon.
Pink
Oh my
Hexagon,
God,
thank you
Pink
so much for
Hexagon.
the sub. Welcome in.
Welcome aboard, Pink Hexagon. Welcome aboard a little thing I like to call the hype train.
I
Ladies
have
and
the
gentlemen,
monologue.
we're at level 4. Welcome to the hype train monologue.
Jesus.
Go ahead, Tom,
Fantasy
and go
by
ahead with.
Mariah Carey.
Um,
I'm gonna look that up.
Does someone want to play Duncan? So I
No.
can do the
It
full
has to-
thing.
The
No, you
monologue.
have to do it all by
Hello,
yourself.
I'm Duncan. How are you, Tom?
Is that who is that?
It was
Hello,
Duncan.
my name's Duncan.
Okay, so your cue is upon our battlements,
Mm.
and then Duncan says, "Oh valiant cousin,
Oh,
worthy,
valiant cousin. Yeah, I can do that.
oh valiant cousin, worthy gentleman."
Valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
Lovely. Okay.
I'm Duncan.
Doubtful it stood as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel, thought to that the multiplying villainies of nature to swarm upon him. From the western isles of Cairns and Gallo glasses is supplied, and fortune on his damned quarrel smiling showed like a rebel's whore, but all's too weak for brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name. Disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution, like Valor's minion carved out his passage till he feast a slave which ne'er shook hands nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from knave to chaps, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
My name's Duncan, and I've forgotten my lines already.
As when the sun gins his reflection, shipwrecking storms and direful thunders break, so from that spring where comfort seemed to come, discomfort swells. Mark, King of Scotland, mark. No sooner justice had with valour armed compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels, but the Norwegian lords surveying vantage with furbished arms and new supplies of men began a fresh assault.
Oh, I'm very happy with myself on that one. I had my finger on that the entire time, and I was like, and I was just trying to figure out. I'm like, Shakespeare's a good enough writer that I should know when this ends. And then Tom did me a real favor by just giving it an old. And I was like,
I listened. I made it one better, and I listened to Tom's monologue with Mariah Carey's Fantasy playing in the background. I couldn't remember it immediately, and then as soon as it started playing, I was like, "Oh, this is the perfect vibe for what's happening right now."
So funny, so funny.
I know. I played you out a couple of times, but I've never played you out with my Mariah Carey. But there's no way that guitar's in tune. So
I remember.
As another point, I will play you out with Dream Lover.
Is that song about me?
I think you can dream on.
David Hort, yeah. More suggestions? I guess so. Maybe we
You're
should
not
have like
supposed to
3
fall
songs
out
and
it.
then pick which ones they are.
We got a raid. We got a raid.
Oh my
from
God.
JJ. It's JJ's birthday. Happy birthday, JJ.
Happy
Welcome
birthday,
to the
JJ.
stream. Thank you so much for the raid, buddy.
JJ, this raid video is for you, boss man.
Trying so welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream with John, Chris, and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
Everybody, head over to
Welcome.
Jay Whitesnake. Go give him a subscribe. Go give him a follow. It is his birthday.
Go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, because there's some really great stuff. Going back a long time because JJ's old.
He certainly is.
But all the stuff is good. But
Yes.
it goes back to like the mid '90s because he's so old.
Yeah.
David Hort, even though I wrote that
Oh.
song, the video makes me want to scrub my eyes.
I love it. That video, rule. Slim Bop.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
the
for the
follow.
follow,
The thing
Slim
that really
Bob.
sells that song for me, the real essence of that song for me is the beginning. It's just the suck my beard dry, it's a raid.
What was very funny was when because I got that and then have to send it over to Will, who was making animations. And and I would always say, because Will like tried to be very reasoned. He's like, I don't want it to be too crazy. And I was like, go as crazy as this deserves. And then he was like, oh, that crazy. And I was like, yeah. And then he's just said, and then he just sent back, okay, I got to put your heads on some dancing girls. And I was just like, nah, we're talking maybe.
David Hort says, I don't know what to do with the image of Chris in this white dress or this erection. By the way, if you're listening to the podcast, there's a video that we show with that great song that was written by David Hort, and you should come visit us either on our YouTube page or on twitch.tv/Untitled Twitch stream and watch live. Also, I feel like the Hype Train song is a lot more fun to watch.
Get the visual.
Yeah, you don't want to. Please don't just listen to the Hype Train song, because if you just listen to the Hype Train song, you will be driven mad. It was actually used to torture people to locate Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. Laden,
what was that name again?
How everyone says it.
That's right. Everyone says it that way, Tom. Everyone says it. It's bin Laden. Everyone knows that. It's
Tom Tuk.
It is Tumtuk. I always say
Just
that.
like
I'm
it's Laden.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk to my friend Tumas Tuk. Oh, I hate that. I hate saying it that way so much.
All that. No.
Good point.
I've shown
Tom,
you
cut
already
out,
that.
Tom, and I can't believe that I, from my glass house, I'm going to throw stones this way. Your internet is really cutting out for me. Is that happening for anyone else? Because here's what I'm getting from Tom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, it's rough.
This is a comment coming in from Tiger. I thought the Hype Train song was invented by the worst Nazi scientists. It certainly was.
Oh, JJ, let me tell you this. The reason I'm wearing sunglasses inside is because I slept in and I showed up without my hat on stream, and people felt cheated because they didn't know that I was bald. And so to meet them halfway, I decided to take off the hat, but I put on some shades, tie the whole room together.
Yeah, because we don't know you've got bald eyes. What the fuck?
Oh my God, Gareth Waugh. Thank you, Gareth Waugh, for following.
Buddy.
Hello, Gareth.
Hey,
Oh, Gareth. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, this is huge.
Okay, second suggestion from David Hort was Galvanized by Chemical Brothers.
Which one's Galvanize? Is that the...
Do.
Yeah, that one's fucking... I'll say this about the Chemical Brothers. They fucking slap. If you're doing some highway driving, I'm not the biggest techno gentleman, but a little of that, rev it up to a nice cool 110 kilometers. Don't try and impress anyone and just have yourself a nice smooth drive. Go ahead, Thomas.
Can we just tell David to shut his whole mouth?
Yes, you can. Yes, of course.
I'm gonna get you business cards that say "not the biggest techno gentleman."
I'm not the biggest techno gentleman. This is what you should put on. Put this song on. This song, fuck it, yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, that song
I don't know
goes.
that one. I don't think.
You don't fuck the pain away by Peaches. That song rules.
Ashley,
I'm sure I'm gonna know it as soon as I hear it.
I mean, if you don't know
all
it by those
Peaches-
words, you probably don't.
Yeah. Or Boys Want a Beer by Peaches, another also fucking banger. Blam blam.
She's awesome.
Here's what I'm actually realizing. No, Ashley was too young during the era of Peaches. There was this weird time
I
that,
don't
like,
know this song.
Oh,
Listen to it now and I don't know
Early
it.
2000s. Like that was the era of Peaches, wasn't it?
Sucking on my titties like you
Oh,
want it. Be
yeah.
calling me all the
all
time.
the time, like Bonnie.
I
Oh,
do
yeah.
know that line. It's just not the most
Fuck the pain
familiar.
away.
Yeah.
Fuck the
Because We
pain
Can
away.
by Fatboy Slim. I do like that song.
Can I recommend "Unbreak My Heart" by Tony Braxton?
I think
Can we just watch Unbreak My Heart for a bit?
No, because
we don't.
we'll
we're not getting
unfortunately
kicked
we'll
off of
lose our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
shit. Oh,
we're-
my-
we've
Can
gone.
I sing it badly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hang on.
no,
one
I
second.
do. I know that song.
Say you love me again. Undo the hurt that you did when you walked out the door. I don't know the rest of it.
I walked out
Can I
of
just
my
get a clip
life
of you singing it to walk
cry
on to?
these tears.
Oh, I mean,
After
I'm
many
going to definitely give it.
nights, unbreak my heart. Yeah, Tony Braxton. You know how it goes.
I do. I
Fuck the
don't know
pain
how it
away.
goes.
Fuck the pain away. Fuck the pain away. I should probably not sing that song in this my mother's house, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Fuck your mother's house. Fuck your mother's house.
I've never picked walk on music before. I did have walk on music picked for my show.
What was it? What's your preferred? Okay, let's get into this. Because Chris and I I think Chris and I part company a little bit on where we think of in terms of pre-show and then walk on music. Ashley, what were your thoughts on walk on music? I'm fascinated to hear.
So the walk on music was going to it's a bit vague, but it was going to be a song called "Break My Baby" by Kaleo, which is an Icelandic rock band.
Ooh.
It was like the introduction bit was really good for having like a little bit of music where you could announce and then like a hit to walk onto, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, but look, if you're doing something really, really niche, then
It's just a good sounding piece of music.
No. Obviously, it's going to be a good sounding piece of music, otherwise you wouldn't be using it. But the fact that it's that niche, you're going like, yeah, I'm Kitson over here.
Ashley, I was just listening to it, and the thing about walk on music, if you're doing a compilation show, like if it's your one person show, then you can let it go as long as you want. But if you've only got basically 4 seconds of that song because the sound person will start it late.
I'm not talking about doing this for tomorrow night. This
it
was
was
for my show.
For your one person show. Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
I will tell you, I've never enjoyed the walk on music of in 2016, and only about.
Oh, then yeah, I get it. That's nice.
Only about 3 people a show got it, and I thought it was so funny. Is I made the entire audience listen to the entire song of "Ecstasy of Gold" by Ennio Morricone, and then all the lights slowly faded, and then I just in dead anticipatory silence went, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Hastings." And there was something about it that every time. Like that, like 2016 was one of the most exactly David Hoare. It was like my year of I did so many things that 3 people every show loved, and about 30 people thought was pretty funny, and then about 10 people fucking hated. And I thought it was funny every goddamn time, as did Ben Tarjay. And when Ben Tarjay finds something funny, I go, "Well, then we're right."
Yeah,
I will go downstairs and ask him. But in 2012. I had a lot. I can send you the playlist actually at some point. But the end was always the Alabama Shakes.
Oh, nice.
What's the song called? Wait. From the first Alabama Shakes record. Still Waiting, or something like Waiting. It's a lovely song.
I like there's a show called, or there's a song called "Welcome to the Show" by Pigeon John, who's an LA rapper, and it starts with "Welcome to the show today. We're gonna have fun in a major way," and it's just very nice and sort of funky and a foot tapper. I like that one. That's a nice pre-show.
I'll tell
song.
you my favorite.
Well, the point being that like that song sort of ends with "You've got to wait, you've got to wait, you've got to wait, you've got to wait," and then I slid backwards out of the wings, and then pretended to be surprised there was an audience there. Whilst they had listened to quite a long bit of "You have to wait, you have to wait."
Actually, coming in from MC3 or MC93.
I was listening to Venus by Bananarama that David Hoare suggested. It is another
What did you think?
track. It's
But
fun.
here's the thing is, I never like picking walk-on music for clubs. I never think it does anything. I think walk-on music and pre-show music for a Edinburgh show is one of the least thought about and most important decisions you could like.
Yeah.
2019, I spent I've been doing it now since it's like you make a playlist through the year of like all the experiences, and it's because I like it for me as I sit there and listen and be like, oh, I remember like I wrote that joke to this song. That's good. Da da da. And then 2019, I had the second best walkout music ever, which is I just played Hulk Hogan.
I have writing sessions. I have writing sessions with playlists.
Yeah, of course.
And then I go like, oh, so which writing sessions, which songs from this playlist that wrote those jokes?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I also think go ahead.
Get to go to the Fringe.
I haven't done properly a Fringe show yet, and the Fringe show that I did this year was organized so late that I was just like, I'm not putting together a playlist for this. I just used the venue music. However, the venue music was the venue music that I designed when I worked there.
Yeah.
Which they're still using a lot of. So yeah, because I used to do all the playlists for Monkey Barrel, so I've put together a few playlists.
I think you win. I think you win. Okay. Then what was the song that most often played before you came on from the playlist that you had designed, not knowing that was going to be the playlist before you came on?
No, I only did one show, so.
Okay. So what was the track that came on before you went on?
I don't remember.
From the playlist.
I was on second.
Right here. Oh no. Coming in from Tiger. The Undertaker's music. That's what you should walk out to at this case. Now, The Undertaker, he's a professional wrestler. Some might say the best professional wrestler ever, but no. Just a nice bong. And then the organ. Oh, it's so fucking ominous. Yeah.
I do go for tension and weirdness in my stand-up.
Right? If you walked out, imagine this is I'm about to just write what could get nominated for Best Newcomer. If you played the Undertaker's music, then walked out just in like a chicken costume and did one-liner and then walked out the other wing, that like right there, people are like, "What is this?" Let me put it this way: if I'm in the crowd, I'm going, "And I love this."
Yeah, famously, John and the judges of the Edinburgh Fringe Awards have very similar tastes.
Never. We never have, Chris. Exactly. Yeah, like in 2017 when I said,
quite a number of times.
Tom, your internet connection is killing me.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a fundraising stream that gets Tom a microphone.
But Tom, can you do your plugs and then I'm making you leave because your connection's killing me.
It's brutal. And the podcast
Tom, do your
listeners
plugs.
hate this episode.
Yeah.
Shall I put my earphones in?
Yeah, but you have to. We're gonna kick you out, and you have to come all the way back in.
No, well, fine. I
Tom, what are your plugs? Where are the Mountain Goats playing?
Currently across America. Please go see the Mountain Goats. Watch me cover the Mountain Goats on Facebook or Instagram, depending on my day. And
Will your Wi-Fi be
come
better
see
or
me
worse?
at probably slightly worse. But after that, come see me at Birmingham Theatre Royal, where we'll be in the play What I Wrote, and then after that at Birmingham Rep, and then Bath Theatre Royal, and then a British tour in the new year.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Tom, you want to look at?
You're very busy,
Oh yeah,
Tom, and I'm glad to see it.
Tom, thank you so much for joining us here on the UTS. Everyone, please go support Tom Tuck in all of his endeavors. He's a good boy. He's our most featured guest. He's the Tony Curtis of this program.
He's permanently on the show over there as well.
Yeah,
That's how much we like him.
Yeah, he's steadily in our thing.
Yes,
He's right up-
and also, if you want to, at some point, I'm going to start a fund for that show, which will be at the Fringe in 2025.
All right.
Ooh.
If you produce the footage of you breaking your arm as a child, and we can watch it during a mega stream, we will hold yet another ill-advised telethon on the stream for Scaramouche Jews. Scaramouche Jews.
Scaramouche
Terrible
Jews.
play. Terrible play that one.
Rather than Scaramouche Jones.
Scaramouche Jones, yes.
Can I please propose something for people in the chat? People in the chat, this includes Tuck. There is a music section of our Discord. If you want to put your ideas for Ashley's walk-on music in there, I will make a Spotify playlist and then link to it, so we can all compare and vote on it.
Yeah.
So put it all in the Discord.
We literally don't have that much time. This show is tomorrow night, and I need to let him know. So
we'll get him in.
Get him in.
We should do "City Looks Pretty" by Courtney Barnett. That's no joke. I really think that's a great song.
City looks pretty. Okay.
All right, Tom, I'm kicking you out. I love you.
Love you, Tom. Thanks, buddy.
Hi, Tom. I love you too, but yeah, your internet sucks.
So bad.
Yeah. And I'm saying that. Are
This
you
isn't even a
JJ?
song. That's just JJ.
Yeah, JJ's
That's
taking a
just
turn.
Yeah. For the podcast listeners, he said, "I'm every woman." We keep forgetting you're there.
I don't forget you're there. I'm doing this on purpose. Also, fun programming note for Wednesday. I think the Wi-Fi is powerful enough for me to broadcast from the Botanical Garden, but I wanted to put it to the chat. Do I go and videotape the Botanical Garden, bring the video, broadcast from my hotel room in Ottawa so that you guys can see the Botanical Garden, but we don't risk me having no connection, and then it's just you guys have to put together a show on the fly. Not like today's show was particularly planned.
Well, it's not that far away from your hotel, though, is it?
15-minute drive.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I was gonna say
videotape
if
it
it doesn't
because
work,
it's really annoying when internet doesn't get.
Yeah. All right.
Doesn't work.
I will videotape the Botanical Garden. I'll make a little video, and we will all on Wednesday be able to watch that together. I now know what I'm doing on Wednesday morning. I'm gonna go see my aunt, and on the way there, I'm gonna swing by the Keg Manor Steakhouse on Richmond Road and hit that Botanical Garden in front. Yeah, you can all check it out on Google Earth right now if you want to.
Excellent question by Tiger here. What I want to know is how Tuck's internet gets worse when he gets drunker.
Did anyone else notice as soon as he started going, no, I was like, all right.
That's always the sign.
That is an indicator of Tom's drunkenness.
It is an utterly fascinating thing because he doesn't also ever drink on stream. That's the other thing is he took because I was like, I'm watching it this time, and he literally did this twice.
Yeah. And then he's
it's like
shit-faced.
Shittered. It's the best. Like it's also that thing of it's like listen, I will shit on the community of English people in the world, but no one does just over the line too drunk better than an English person. Like they're always just sort of like, oh, I seem to have absolutely shitted my pants.
They're always up for a debate or a discussion, but like in a really aggressive way.
They're up to
monologue. They're so adamant that they're not arguing with you when they're very blatantly arguing with you.
There is nothing better than also a clarification that the emotion. Oh, you both froze. I'm gone. I'm frozen. I know I'm frozen.
Am I frozen?
Yeah.
Oh, not on our end. You're fine.
Great. Okay, I'll keep going. Nothing that proves more to me that a English person in particular is jealous and bitter about something that they'll always start with, "Now I'm not jealous and bitter," and then they'll go on to be like, "But I'm almost as beautiful as that person. I should be a model." And you're just like, "Well, where's this coming?" You know what I mean? And it's such a like, you're like, "I'm not trying to be bitter. It's just everything should be easy for me." And you're like, "No."
I gotta just, it's rare that I'll step up for British people, but I find that is true of everywhere I've ever lived. Is people will preface jealousy with, "Now listen, I'm not saying I deserve this, but here are all the reasons why I should have gotten this instead of that fucking no talent hack."
Now, hang on. I'm not defensive, but fuck you. How about that? How about that, Chris? You're definitely right. You're 100% right. Americans do it like in nice weather surrounded by flavorful food. So I just am like, what? I wasn't paying attention. I was having this delicious burrito. Like that's the thing where it's just like, whoa. Oh, by the way, does anyone else have the Discord alerts on? So every time someone adds a song, you just hear a nice.
Oh, no.
I don't.
I mean, I just learned that they were
El Cheapo. Oh, baby, I'm about to share a picture with you that El Cheapo gave to us. Let's see here. There it is. Wapapow. For the podcast listener, it is a picture of Thomas the Tank Engine really flying down the rails with Ashley Manning's face on it, looking not so sure.
I'm so happy.
I can't believe how well my face fits onto that.
Train.
I can't believe how well that looks.
I love it so much.
Spectacular.
I might make that like my Twitter banner.
I think you should.
Yeah, you definitely should.
That's incredible. I love it so much.
That's so good. That is so good. Cheapo, you've outdone yourself yet again.
Coming in from MC93, Thomas had his jaw broken at 11 as well.
Why? For the same reason?
Yeah. He also had sepsis in his chimney.
Yeah, you know that thing that points out at the front, the cow catcher? It was angled up and you could fit 4 train fingers.
I assume the internet's covered this, but something that always haunted me about Thomas the Tank Engine is the episode where there's a mean guy and they just brick him up in an abandoned tunnel and leave him to die.
Yeah, they bury him alive. They full.
Yeah.
It's super.
He's
spooky.
like, he's an old grumpy coal cart, so we murdered him in an abandoned tunnel because if you're not happy, you have no place on the Isle of Tumnus or whatever the fuck that place is called. What's the island called?
As a person who is in charge of vibes, I gotta say I get it. You can't be harsh on the vibe that bad, Train. You're going in the cave. Brick it up.
Henry the Train. What? His name was Henry the Train, and in real life was afraid of rain? Island of Sodor. Thank you, Beardy Noise. Nice try, Steve Mooney. I would have believed you, but I didn't.
There is no real life in that. Did you see?
It is your Twitter banner?
Yes, excellent work. Congratulations, Cheapo. I love.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, it was only a half thought.
I was going to say, I think we've all hit a hype train wall with everything with Tom Tuck coming in, all of that sort of stuff. And I was going to propose we move to the plugs and raids phase unless
Yeah.
we have any new business for the day.
I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
I think
feel
it's good.
I'm reading everyone's energy. We've already taken 2 deep pauses and stared at each other in the screen, and I'm going, I think we've nailed it. Hype train.
This is a great stream.
That first hour, I'm gonna say it, is a
Was
nightmare.
Trauma. Yeah. Full trauma for John.
And so those of you on the podcast, thank you so much for listening. Those of you on the stream, thank you so much for watching. Let's do some plugs. Who would like to go first? Ashley, where's your gig tomorrow?
I'm doing a show tomorrow night at Drygate in Glasgow, 8:00. Be there.
Yeah.
You can get
Do
tickets.
it.
There's a link in the chat now. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, bring your hot friends so Ashley can turn Drygate into Wetgate, baby.
Ashley, they're going to blow your
exactly the
what
goal.
out?
I'm gonna blow my back out.
There you go. There you go.
Now, Ashley, are you going to approach the situation in which your back could be blown out with that level of enthusiasm and joy?
Yeah, probably exactly that level.
That's appropriate. That is appropriate.
Nice one. Kimmersby here confirming what we
Chris,
all
what
know.
What was the story that we told last night that I was like, John is going to be so gutted he missed this story?
I don't know. There was a lot of broken bones. There was
There
me
was a
choking a
lot.
racist. There was
What?
There was a
No, it
lot.
wasn't that
There was a
one.
lot. It was a hell of a thing.
It's
We
also
love
the
you,
thing
Kimmers.
I tried to, because my dad, by the way, we were literally like waiting for dinner to be put on the table, and then my dad just
Oh, I just remembered.
he just put the stream on, and I was
So
like,
funny.
"What's going?" And I was like, "Well, then if we're doing this, I'll go do it. I'll
Yeah.
go be on. I'll go be on the show I'm a part of." And he's like, "No, we're having dinner," and I'm like, "What?" All right.
He just wanted to remind you that you chose family. He just felt proud as a dad.
I think he just likes it. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's just,
yeah.
it's part of his routine. So is he?
That's
Yeah,
very nice.
classic
I love that
dad
your dad
fashion.
watches the show.
So do I. It's very funny. It's also one of those things where what I was worried about is he was going to try and do bits. You know what I mean? From the show. Ah, you're a real boomer, hun, son. No, you are.
You're acting like a troggy, John. You're a trogger. Am I saying it right? Trogger?
Trogger.
Oh no!
I know, it's so funny.
I was just told what the story I missed yesterday. That is
story
my
was
family.
real
I'm
good.
happy I spent time with my family, but that story is also, and I'm going to say this right now, and I'm not explaining how you told that story on stream, correct?
Yes.
without
I
naming
didn't
names.
Say who?
I'm not going to. What kind of monster goes on the road with only one pair of trousers?
That kind.
You know exactly what kind, John.
No, that is absolutely untoward. I'm going to Ottawa and camping, and I have so many trousers.
But you're doing all of those things. He was just up for a weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, but if you're going to a place like Scotland, where it's like, what is the weather? Like, you'll have a lot of. You need to have a few options. This is why.
Stickery. Oh yeah, the cum stains.
Oh yeah, there were people guessing who it was, and Bobby Mayer was one of the guesses.
Right, Bobby Mayer was one of the guests, which I think was a great guess, but no,
interesting.
incorrect.
But here's the thing with Bobby Mayer, and I will say it is not Bobby Mayer. And here's how you know: is Bobby Mayer always travels 2 pairs of trousers because he wears no underwear. So sometimes you'll get pee on your jeans. You need to swap it up. Also, Bobby and I, we did a bunch of. We were partying at my house one night. One day we had a barbecue and had a big party, and Bobby needed shorts, and I gave him shorts, and a bunch of people were like, "He's not wearing underwear," and I was like, "So I'll wash my shorts." What are you talking about? And then later we were all really drunk, and I wanted to wear shorts, so Bobby and I swapped trousers, and they were like, "Well, now you're just wearing shorts that were touched by Bobby's penis," and I was like, "Yeah, so like, all right."
I don't think it's that bad.
No,
I was just shocked how everyone was like, "Oh my God, Bobby Mayer's penis," and I was like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, guys, I knew him when he was crazy, Bobby, and that means that I have seen his penis so many times. If it committed a murder, they'd pick it up in 4 seconds.
Yeah, hell of a guy.
Only guy, by the way, I've ever had take out their penis in front of me, and I knew it's the only time I've ever been like, "This is for a joke," because he'd be like, "Are you laughing?" And then he'd stretch it.
Like the bat wing? Like in waiting? The bat wing?
But it wasn't the balls. It was just the shaft of it, and he'd stretch it out long, and he would do it like. We were once at an open mic, and he was like, "We need to spice it up in here. Let's make it dangerous." And then he took it out, and I was like, "I don't think this is more dangerous, Bobby." And he went, "You're right, but we have to try." And then he put it away. It was very good. And I want you all to know, it was
soon to be a father.
Yep, soon to be a father. Soon to be a father, and yeah. Yeah, just me and Bobby Mayer in the basement of something like the Grace O'Malley's pub in Toronto, Ontario. Oh, MC93. Yeah, I don't think anyone likes it.
Oh no,
but that's what was happening.
Bobby's gonna spice it up in here. That's what we always said. Oh, here comes Bobby. Things are about to get
bear in
spicy.
mind, there's a show in the other room. It's just me and Bobby working on our jokes. All right, Bob. No,
he's a
pretty
good
good
man. John, where are you going to be getting your dick out next?
I'll be getting my dick out in a urinal at the Rumors Comedy Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Then I'll put my penis back in my jeans, showing it to no one because I don't do that. Heading on stage, telling some jokes. That's Rumors in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, starting next Tuesday. I also will be here Tuesday and Wednesday, broadcasting from my hometown of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. We will see video footage of the Botanical Garden on Wednesday. I will not be here Thursday or Sunday, for I will be celebrating the happiest weekend of them all, La Lune Fest 2021, in an undisclosed location with friends of the stream, Quizmaster Will and Geo WTF 47 or whatever his thing is. We'll both be in attendance. Video footage of the PP takeout. No, there will be no video footage of...
Make sure you're here for the show next Tuesday, because next Tuesday is my birthday stream.
Next Tuesday,
John and I are going to fight it out.
We will be playing Who Knows Ashley Best. Also, I want you to know, I am taking an 8:30 flight in Toronto, Ontario, Canada to be there for that stream. I want you to know. I am committed, and I'm going to be very tired, and I'm going to need Chris, who's also in Canada, to call me on the phone and wake me up from what I will definitely be taking a nap.
I can do that.
Also, the rest of the review continues to be broadcast. Please go check that out. Please also go. Yes. I was about to say also, please. Steve Mooney. We were reaching for the same joke. Steve Mooney, you can check me out on Dark Side of the Ring, where I'll be playing the Tommy Dreamer role for the eventual Open Mic from Hell episode. I'm not explaining that joke. Also, just a blanket thing. If you're someone on an airplane and you, for some reason, take your penis out while wearing a robe, that's not a joke. I would. What happened this week, by the way, is a professional wrestler named Ric Flair, whose party trick was he would get his ring robe on and be completely naked, and then he'd strut and then open it and be completely naked. Yeah. And he then did that to a
pull back and reveal.
Did that to a flight attendant. Yes. Did that to a flight attendant on an airplane. It was called The Plane Ride from Hell. And a wrestler named Tommy Dreamer then defended his actions, being like, it was a joke. He was having fun. And while I was talking about Bobby Mayer flashing me, I realized that the parallels would be drawn there, which is why I was building towards it, because I thought Steve Mooney would enjoy it. And if Joe Trope watches it on the replay, he may also enjoy it. I also would just like
Richard Wright will enjoy it.
Richard Wright will enjoy it. If anyone wants to bring up the main differences were Bobby and I were alone in the room, and Bobby understood that through the vibe created between our special connection, I allowed him to do it. Any other situation? No. Also, what's not talked about, up until 2017, you put 5 guys in a room together. One of those people would go, it's boring here, and take their penis out. And let's all be happy those fucking days are behind us. Let's all be so happy.
Are we just in our 30s now, John?
Can I just live in denial of that one thing? Do you know how, it's like the society is on fire, and that one, I wake up every morning and go, well, at least 5 guys in a basement aren't being like, man, we needed this party to be better. And then one of them just takes their penis out. Can I just live in that denial world, please?
Nope. There was one guy, every now and then he'd disappear, and you knew somewhere his ass and balls were being pressed against a window that we could all see. You didn't know which one, you didn't know when, but it was coming.
No.
Yeah. I'm so happy we don't live in that. Everything, it's like it's like someone came to me and went, John, the entire world could be on fire with fascism and environmental problems, but men will not be taking out their penis as often when they get bored. And I would be like,
if anything, I bet it's more when they get bored because they can't do it when they're horny now. So they got to get it out.
Damn.
Got to let it breathe.
My name is Ruin. I'm going to say it. Welcome so much. You, my friend, are a CM. And that is, I know no one was taking Halcyon. Both of you should watch that Dark Side of the Ring episode, for it is literally 45 minutes of so many people just realizing they're on the wrong side of history. And it is the
worst.
Like the amount of, they were like, oh yeah, well, a bunch of people have been H-bombed. And then one guy's like, oh, H-bombing is when you take a bunch of Halcyons and you put it in people's drinks and then they pass out. And then another one of those guys goes like, oh yeah, I remember when Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty were around, they'd always be doing that to women. And then you could see on his face, he was like, what anecdote did I just share on television? Like, it was so fucking awful. It is, brutal. Washing his hands before displaying his, yes, I do warn people, by the way, in the chat, someone is referencing a story from a previous stream, which is, Ashley, were you here for that? I will explain this story. I saw that person this week. We talked about it this week. Ashley, would you like to know that story?
I think I was here for that story.
I'll talk to you right now. So I was living in a house with four people. And two of those people, me and my friend Jill, we are the good people. Do you want to know what we did? Actually, I'll tell you what we did. We did the cleaning. Who cleaned these dishes? It was me or Jill. Who did the cleaning of the living room?
Oh no, I remember the story. I was here.
Yeah. All right.
You
For those
just
who didn't,
showed your asshole.
there was a reason, which is after working so many double shifts over a week, it was my one morning to sleep in. Jill woke me up demanding to know why I had dirtied a bunch of dishes in the night. And I said, that wasn't me. There's other people that live here. And she said, it was you. And I said, leave me alone or I'm showing you my open asshole. And she said, I will not. You need to admit what you've done. And I went, I didn't do it. And then I went, I'm going to do it. Did you relent? And then she did not relent. And I went, well, fair is fair. And I showed her my open asshole. And she then went, ah, and then left the other room. And then guess who did the dishes, by the way? I don't remember, but I don't remember. I'm not sure who did it actually. And then it was later revealed that all of the dishes and mess making was done by other roommates. That was not us. And so and this was discussed when we were having coffee with one of those roommates, Joanne, where I said, I want you to know at some point in your future, you're getting an open asshole. Because she took the open asshole that was reserved for you. And she was like, that's fair at some point. So I went, that's right. So at some point in the future, my plan is to rent a helicopter and low fly by our street and just be hanging out the side window and just going, that's revenge.
The one that I was thinking of when I started laughing at the chat is just this beautiful brief interaction.
I can't see it. I can't read it.
Oh, is it too small?
It is too small.
I just took a little screenshot. It's Tiger saying, "Oh yeah, at least you're not sitting in a car watching someone suck themselves off." And then MC93 says, "At Tiger, excuse me, what?"
MC93, you're gonna have to pop in. You're gonna have to pop into the stream tomorrow for that story. I will tell it tomorrow, but I'll tell it. No, I'm not telling that story right now because I'm in the kitchen. And my mom is right there making dinner. I'm not doing it. I'm drawing a line in the sand.
Fair enough. Well, you know what? Against all odds,
my mom just said some conversations are not appropriate from others, and I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, against all odds, we made it to 2 hours, guys.
Of course we did. As always.
Doing the plugs really gave us a little bit of Bit of a boost.
As I suspected, you know what? We just needed a task.
Yeah.
We needed to be focused.
Like businessmen.
Yeah.
Chris, what are
we're
your
not,
plugs?
we're not the biggest techno man.
Exactly. I am. I'm the biggest techno man.
Come see me in Victoria. I'm moving to Victoria in 2 weeks. That's my plug. I got a goddamn apartment, and I'm gonna live there, and I'm gonna be on my own, and I'm gonna do streams, and I'm gonna do shows every night, and come see me there. And if you're not there, you know what? Just give us a follow, big guy.
I got news
Join our
for you,
Patreon.
Chris. I cannot wait for how drunk you're gonna get by yourself that first night when you've moved in by yourself. Like I feel like there's gonna be a video texted to me of you doing karaoke while holding a butcher knife, just sort of sweet Caroline.
I also get sent that video.
Yeah.
Bye bye bye. Chris is living by himself.
Good.
And one last thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to all of our mods. Thank you to everyone who helps make this show happen 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Without you,
And go check out our Patreon if you feel like supporting us a little bit more.
Yeah. And how about you all just fucking show up here tomorrow when I'm in Ottawa, Chris is in Vancouver, and Ashley is wherever she goddamn wants to be. Right, Ashley?
Exactly.
Damn right.
I'm everywhere and nowhere all at once.
To whom shall we raid?
I was just looking at that and then I forgot. We got Colt, we got Ian Sterling, we got Fox, Ruffled Bricks.
Let's raid Ian Sterling. I got the outro, by the way, Chris. So if you set up the raid, I got the outro. So let's raid Ian Sterling. What's our raid message gonna be? Ashley, thoughts on a raid message?
I feel like it should be something about a jawbreak.
Abscess, I don't even know her.
Yes, that's very good. Abscess, I don't even know her. Abscess, I don't even know her.
Okay.
Guys, we will see you all tomorrow. I will be coming at you live from my hometown. Oh, everything is broken. Oh, it just dropped it. Oh, goddamn.
What?
All is well.
What did it drop?
Twitch did that thing where it booted everyone.
Oh no!
For a second. And we're back. We're back. I think we're back. I don't know if we are. Yep.
Yeah. Looks like the raid is up and ready to go. So if you want to kick that video.
See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, guys.
That's all. Penis into her vagina. That's all. That's all. And that's called sexual intercourse. Some people call it having sex. So the man passes the sperm to